welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We are, of course, back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program #1. We are in science mode right now, and you know what? I think we should have done the mission. We're going to do the mission that I feel like we should have done last time. We're going back to the olds. I can't remember what we called it. Return to the olds. That's what we called it there. Thought we were going to lose the save file again. That would have been quite funny. Let's see what's going on in various places in the background. Hello, video watchers, and Richard Jackson. How you doing, man? Good to see you. We're going to put 2 Kerbals on top of 2 very big rockets, and we're just going to send one out to the 2 little moons that we've got. If we come in and have a look at our tech, I did a little bit of pre-planning and figured out that we can, which one is it? One of these around here has the thing that I'm after. There we go. The Mobile Processing Lab. It is the beast, the piece of equipment that I am most interested in on this, our science playthrough. Of course, the lab gets you science points. It's all about getting this number as big as possible to open up as much as possible. I don't know what we're going to do when we open up the whole lot. In fact, I think I have an idea. I think we're going to send a lot of one-way crews out, and then when we open up the whole lot, we go around in a big ship to pick them all back up. That's kind of an idea that I've got. Maybe we'll go with that. Indeed, maybe starting with that. Do we want to bring these guys back? I think we want to kind of bring these guys back. You know what? We're going to click. I think we want the white one. Let's go with that. Heresy. I think we. Oh, actually, let's send 2 inverted ships out. We've got the white and black, and then we could also have the black and white as a secondary ship, because I do very much intend to send out 2 vessels today if I possibly can. This is a big if. I am known for making big claims and then failing quite hard at it, which, you know, is kind of funny, but I would like to actually pull through on this one. We're going to need a propulsion unit. So, first thing I need to know is, of course, some sort of Delta V readings. I'm just going to take the rough numbers for Gilly of 5,000 and Ike 5,200. So, if I do... I don't know, because we're coming back the same, right? So it's 5,000 for the end, minus 3,000. So it's 2,500 to come back-ish. And again, 2,000, let's call it 3,000 to come back. So if we enable this craft to have 3,000 Delta Vs in it, which it's a big chunk. Nice. Okay, great. Sorry, there's a chat message that I was specifically told to not read out loud. You know what? I can't word and read at the same time. It's hard. Okay, so for making this craft, I mean, we want the most efficient of engines underneath, right? We are not having to fight any major gravity wells. We're just trying to come home gently. I'm wondering if actually what we want to do is have a craft up here that can leave all of this science equipment back at Gilly or whatever, or Ike. I'd really like to land with this. I mean, that's a big if, right? That's a big if. Maybe we're just going to get in orbit and come back. Yeah, I think just getting into orbit and coming back, which means our Delta V needs will be a little bit less, but I'm still going to act like I need about 5,000. Let's see what this gives. 2,500. Oh man. Oh. Wait, I did it again. Vacuum. Okay, so that technically is capable of a Kerbin return. We need to do a few things to actually make it capable of a Kerbin return. We need to be able to, oh no, that's too big. This one. Get rid of all of this stuff underneath here. I kind of want it to attach there, but we'll do that in a second, because the next thing that I want on top is some thermals. We're probably going to be coming in pretty hot. So I'm going to just slam that on the underside there. I don't know whether it's actually going to be useful or not, but we'll put it there just in case. Emergency solar panels left and right. I think that's probably a good shout. And we'll put some more solar panels around, but those ones are like for absolute last ditch. Oh, I forgot to put anything anywhere. Let's just use that. That's not going to work, is it? Let's pull that out. There should be one of those buttons can go off, and then I can get this right down onto the surface. this. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And you might be wondering what we're going to use to stop this. Is that going to be enough? I hope so. Most of the deceleration is coming from the heat shield, right? Let's put some drogue chutes on just to be sure. I think that's a good idea. What a great idea. Okay, that looks pretty good. Is there anything else we need just to make sure this can actually do the job that we want it to? Maybe, now this isn't going to go on this craft, but something that will help. Oh, we haven't unlocked it, don't worry. I was going to put down some RCS, but it turns out, no, we haven't even unlocked it. So let's, I can't. Oh, there's a scroll wheel. Beautiful. Monoprop, bring that all the way down. Can we invert this? That's pretty good. I mean, that... I'm not sure how we're going to change its colour for the other guys, but that should be fine. That should be fine. So this is the craft that's going to return from Ike or Gilly. Take your pick. I guess if we make this return from Ike, then... I'll pop that there like that. Okay. Then... Ike's the one that takes more fuel. That's the words that I'm trying to use here. I don't know why my brain suddenly stalled with that one, but that is indeed the one that I stalled with. I want to pull this off and turn this around this way. Let's open that up and just make sure we got that the right way. Okay, great. You might be like, oh, okay, well, what's this tiny little bit at the bottom here actually going to do? No, that's not where we're putting all of the fuel. Can you please get rid of all of that? Thanks. That's not where we're going to keep all of the fuel. Of course, we do have some decouplers somewhere. Probably left and right. Oh, how many? I think we're going to go with 3, and then I'll just center it on the back here, and then we should still have access to the front. I don't know whether that's going to be a thing. I should continue with my little payload that we're going to put here as well, because I wanted to have... Remember the hopper rover you tried months and months ago? Japan is sending a hopper to the moon. Ah, brilliant. Oh, what, the little, like, almost walking thing? Yeah, that was great fun. That was great fun. I want to have a bunch of power in here. Honestly, like, our reliance on wheels, engines, and not a great deal more. It's probably one of the things that are holding us back at the moment. Like, technology can go in many ways, more ways than we really have considered. Like the whole scope for actual, like, what technology can be. I don't think any one species will uncover all of that. That's my big grandiose claim anyway. I don't have the part that I want to put a little nose cone on here, so I think we're just going to have to make do with these. They're pretty good, and it kind of makes the craft look like it knows what it's doing. Turn this around this way. This is going to be a long burn. There's no two ways about it. This little stage here is going to be doing a lot of work, but it's going to take a long time to do it. I wonder if... Do I want to put more engines on the underside? Is that a thing? I could see that being a little bit overkill, and like the weight savings on not taking an engine is pretty ridiculous. Let alone taking 3 engines. Let's just slap some. Oh, I can't see. Let's just slap some science in here whilst I think about whether I want to put the engines. You know what? I really don't want to take those engines. That's what I want. But whether it is viable or not, that's another question entirely. I don't have a whole great deal of science to take with me. That's it. 4 experiments, I suppose. Of course, we are also taking the Kerbal themselves. Let's close that. I can't not send a little robot core. I think stuck to this middle one. Of course, they're stuck to it. Wait. We'll put that over there. We'll get rid of you. Pop you on the top, and then you in like that. Does that work? I mean, it kind of looks like it should work. If I just click this out one more. Yeah, I mean, technically it's attached to the battery, but it's going to look like it's attached to the probe core. That way we can crash this tiny thing into the surface of Ike, or I mean, soft land, I suppose, would be the key, and then we can get there's not. So one thing that I was doing in between was the comms ranges, and actually these tiny little ones here, it doesn't matter how many you throw down, just will not make it to Ike or whatever. I'm going to put a couple on for the look, you know, and maybe so that we can talk to it when we bring like maybe a rescue craft out or something like that. I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to collect these parts here. I'm probably going to actually end up just scrapping them. But I like to at least pretend that things go into, you know, perpetuity, permanent. That would be nice. That'd be nice. Okay, so that's a weird little craft. Oh man, what is this staging? So all the engines fire. That's pretty good. Then we get this drop. We only get 200 delts from that bottom one there. That's probably important to remember. We can fire that engine at the same time as dropping that ring. That gives us another 3,000. 3,100. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. And then we can decouple and drop. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. That will. So 2,000. Where are we on the Delta V map from that point there? Okay, so the 3,000 gets us home. 2,000 gets us from orbit 1 to maybe we could do with a little bit more on that particular stage. Because just putting a lift underneath it, if I put the 3,400, right, we burn, let's call it 1, that 9, and then with 1.5, 2 and a bit puts me on the surface, and then 3 and a bit coming back. I think this is fine. If I just build a lift, maybe a slightly overzealous lift stage underneath here that will get us through the orbit, and maybe the center stage gets us outside to an intercept here. I think that should be fine. That Ike landing might be a little bit awkward, but I think we're fine. I think we're fine. 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Big ifs. Big ifs. White moon. And then this should be full moon, right? Let's go with full moon, and then we'll have a new moon as well as the opposite. Save that. I think we want to like flare out at this point. Wait, what engines do I have? We still can't lift that much. Excuse me. Without some pretty extreme asparagusing, which, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to do. In fact, that's probably what we're going to do here. I'm gonna hit 1.2. We're going to throw that on the bottom, and then do we have any like major? Ooh, I'm not sure about. Let's use it. We very rarely get to use that particular part, and I kind of just want. In fact, we'll build underneath. So this is like central core, right? So we go for like 2 of those. Maybe we go for 3. Let's scroll up. We got a big lift to do. So let's keep it stubby for now, and put the swivels in the middle. We'll put some like heavy reliance around the outside. When you went to that moon meeting, did you realise it was the super blue moon? Yeah, kind of. So I knew it was what's called super moon. Of course, super moon means let's break down the whole super blue moon thing, because it's an interesting one. It's like you've got like pink moons as well. So the blue moon. Am I right to say that it's the 3rd full moon of the month? Or maybe the season. I can't remember exactly which one it is. It can't be the month. It takes a month for the moon to go through a full phase. Oh no, my tea is quite cold. That is not going to make it through an entire session. I'm not about this. So the blue moon is like the 3rd full moon of a season. So like you can imagine that blue moon, 2nd full moon in the month. Okay, all right, that one. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I knew it had to be something that was not unreasonable, but also didn't happen that commonly. So, like I just said, it takes a month for the moon. Why are these not doing their job? Am I gonna have to go around and put these individually? Oh man, I got like KSP2 bucks here. So the blue moon is the 2nd full moon of a month. It takes 28 days. It takes 28 days for the moon to go from full fades all the way black down to one side and then like back up again on the other, and that's just to do with like the way it orbits around the Earth. If you just imagine like there's a straight line between the Earth and the Sun, and you can just imagine traveling with that. You're kind of in that reference frame, right? And watching the moon orbit round, that takes about 28 days to go all the way around like that. So getting 2 full moons, you got to start off. You got to start off in that full moon phase, and then finish in one as well. Is this the way I want to do? Yeah, because if I then let these go at some point, they're going to fly up and pass. What I really wanted to know, give me a 1.1. Okay, that's pretty good. That's really good. If we could build off a nice asparagus stage off the outside now, that will basically just be the full boost capabilities. We could even then make some extra ones. I'm going to stop saying we can and just get on and make it. You'll be able to see my thought process as we slap it down. So it's rare, but it's not as rare as, you know, the once in a blue moon phrase would lead you to believe. But also the supermoon. People are like, wow, supermoon. I mean, the supermoon's great. It is 2% bigger, 5% bigger, something. I really should have remembered that stat. I can't remember exactly. I know it's not as much as 10%. But much like, you know, the Earth's orbit looks circular, but if you really pay close attention, it's not circular. We're closer to the Earth, closer to the Sun in January? Yeah, January, and further away in June. Which is one of the crazy things about Northern Hemisphere summer, where it's so hot, furthest away that we're going to be. But that's the power of angles for you there. Is this going to be too much? Is this going to be too much? So the moon happened to have been at perigee at the time, which was the closest point. So it really did look bigger, but unless you had 2 photos taken, your human eye wouldn't have been able to tell, which is always a sad fact when I have to come up and be like, well, unfortunately, you know, we can't see it. I don't know whether I can lift this. I don't know whether I can actually lift this. We're gonna try. We're gonna try something like so. I mean, that looks legit, right? That looks legit. We'll pull this down here. Let's see what we've got. 1.9. Why does this not have a number associated with it? We should probably asparagus this inwards as well, or rather put the... So, like any good jaded astronomer, I was like, yeah, blue supermoon, cool. But yeah, no, but don't get me wrong, it was a spectacular full moon. Like, me and my girlfriend went out and actually it was earlier on that we went looking for asteroids, but we could see over the rooftops. The moon was, I mean, in that spectacular way it does when it's down over the rooftops. It looked absolutely fantastic. Let's try that again and put this here and this here. Is that going to be a better placement? I think so. To weight ratio 1.26. Even better. That leaves just one more silly over the top thing to do, because we've got the delta V, like 9,000 delta V's. Even if I pull this back down to sea level, we should be fine, right? We should be fine. What I'm going to do is attach us a few more. No, let's go out wide, shall we? On this side, I'm going to slap these big old thumpers, and then exactly the same on the other side. Tell me they don't hit each other. That's great. Okay, all about it. Didn't mean to do a weird sponsored segment there. That was unusual. Put that there. Put that there. Boom, boom. Okay, great. Wonderful. Amazing. I feel like I probably want to put a little bit of struts from here to here and from here to here. Yeah? Yeah. I think that's probably good. Wait, our whole staging assembly is not amazing. That. that, and this. Okay, so something like that. What could possibly go wrong here? So that looks about right. Like from the surface, 4.3, because we'll have a lot more when we get up there. Okay. Let's save it. I want to also have a look in the alarm clock. We need to create an alarm. We need to create 2 alarms. Planetary transfer. Going from Kerbal to Eve. We'll add that one. And you know what? We know not to use this. Wait, what am I doing? Ignore me. Save it. Leave it. We're going out to the main screen, not like the main screen, to the KSC, because we got a mod that does a lot better job at telling us when to leave than the actual game itself can, for some unknown reason. Like, what is that about? What is that about? Okay, so we want Eve. No, I don't want to warp to window. I do want to know that they're there. Can I open this up and then it tells me? I'm sure there was a way of being like, hey, let's do... Oh, man, I have just missed my Duna window, haven't I? Oh, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Time to burn. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right, fine. We can do that. Let's send someone off to Eve, and then we'll send someone off to Duna later. I'm just going to warp to that window. Maybe we should have waited for maybe a few days beforehand. Where is this going? This is just like disappearing off to the side of my screen. Stop! Come back! I need you! No, wait! What is even going on here? Moho window just keeps on slipping by. That's pretty cool. Seriously, can we? I should have probably given a little bit of an epilepsy ward. I didn't realise quite how bad it was going to be. Why has this gone all the way off to the side over there? 150 days left remaining. Look at us. KSP2 is bad. Welcome, ZTech. How are you doing? Indeed, that's why I'm here. It's so bad, it drove me back to the game. So here we are. I'm going to try and stop a day early. In fact, I'm just going to like slow this down right here. Whoa, roll it in. Let's launch this one. To which particular problem of KSPs are you referring to? There are a great deal. Hello, house. That you'll do. Hias. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to pronounce your name. Any more scientists? 1, 2. Oh, great. I have no idea why I'd bring anybody else along. To be fair, at this level 5, they're all just as capable as each other. Full moon, away we go. Woo. Loading screens brought to you by caffeine. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely knock that back in one go. That's not going to be handy later on. Not going to be handy. Oh, whoa. That's not quite what I want. Thank you very much. Well, let's have a look. I tried doing a simple moon mission, a command module and landing module, but every time you either lose the fuel or dock point. Yeah. Every time you undock the craft, it just destroys both of them. Those are, I mean... It's not the same problems I've been having, but they are very similar problems. Every time someone gets on the internet, it's like, oh, I'm having a great time. I'm like, what are you even doing in the game? Like, it normally is like a single stage to the moon and back. You know, it's like something that is like just not complex in any way. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not surprised it's going well for you. And I'm really happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that some people who paid this exorbitant amount of money are having a great time with it. But for me, I like to do things like leave stations in orbit and like use them as waypoints, refueling stations, places to transfer Kerbals from one design of ship to another, because you know the type of ship that's good for going through orbit is not the same type of ship that's really good at going through the atmosphere. Oh, we took an engine off. We're doomed. Oh, what are you over there? Solar probe relay. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. We're gonna have to look. We nearly made it. Okay, well, I guess we're going to revert to vehicle assembly. There's an easy way of fixing this. If you're having so much trouble going to the moon, you can't imagine going to any other planet. You know what? The whole game looks amazing. Can't fault the stylistic choices that have been made. They're really good. Of course I don't have Separatrons. Okay, I just got to fly better. Okay, I think I can fly better. Yeah, like every place I go looks beautiful, like absolutely stunning. The skybox is naturally just amazing. It's not like with KSP1 where I've had to like mod in a skybox. But when it comes to like actually playing the game, okay, let's try and steady off about here if we can. It's quite an extreme angle to be going with, but I think we can deal with it. I am slightly feeling the fact that I don't have any fins on this craft, so we're just down to ballistic trajectory if everything goes wrong. Absolutely no steering at all, and more importantly, when we're trying to get through the speed of sound, which is right around here, it all gets a little bit weird if you're not pointed directly towards your prograde, which I'm going to do so that I can drop these in the right way. No, we're good, right? That's good. Because of course we on this surface, because the air and the ground move as one. All right. So if you're moving relative to the ground, you're moving relative to the air, and obviously the air drag gets applied relative to the direction you're moving through it. So looking prograde really helps out there. Biggest issue, you feel like they spent too much time making the graphics look good without actually implementing what we had already. Yeah, I heard something about how like Squad had offered them a whole bunch of advice to how to solve a bunch of the numerical issues, and they just were like, "You're a tiny company. We're gonna solve it our way." Like, yeah, but that's just from some guy on Reddit. So like, don't take that as gospel. Okay, can we get? Ooh. We've got a new dolphin drive. I think we should be okay. This isn't too bad. I didn't put any extra solar panels on here. Thankfully, we have a Kerbal on board, not a robot. But that, yeah, I've done better in the past. I'm good for that. Yeah, and like if we're having so much troubles with what I will call the basic aspects of the game, you know, flying, putting things in orbit, docking, yeah, those are pretty basic things. Like how does, like, people data miners and stuff tell me that the framework for colonization and multiplayer and a lot of stuff like that is already in place. But I'm like, is it in place in the same way flying a rocket is in place? Like, is that? I mean, if anything, I'm more worried because flying the rocket is very much more in place. We've got access to it. It's gonna be interesting. But basically, because I was watching me play, you wanted to play KSP, even though I told him I'm not going to touch the game until multiplayer. It's so disappointing. I mean, I wanted to believe. I didn't realise that Nate Simpson was the same guy behind Planetary Titans and its tumultuous launch, shall we say. The only thing that fills me with promise is that eventually something came out that fulfilled all those promises. So we'll see what happens with the Kerbal franchise. Either Intercept and Private Division and all that lot really nail it. Just they're working through all the problems and iron it all out, and everything becomes good in like 7 years. Or someone else comes along and writes a good game. Like don't get me wrong. I know that physics calculations are difficult to to implement well in a computer simulation, right? There's all sorts of problems that come from just having a non-zero time step, you know? Just think about, if you're constantly accelerating, in the time that your frame, your 60th of a second or whatever, like your speed has changed, so the thing that the acceleration is acting upon has also changed. So like there's not that smooth growth, right? Smooth change, and there's big troubles. There's big troubles unless you do like actual serious learning to find out how. Of course, Euler solved it years ago. How would it be? Euler. Yeah, I mean, you can judge my pronunciation if you like. I'm not sure. I've heard so many people say so many different ways of pronouncing that guy's name. The one with the E named after him. The biggest problem is that these game studios are using the agile work ethics meetings, pushing anything we have right now and then continue working to improve. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you've got more experience in software than I have, mate, and it obviously can work. Break stuff quick and fix it, right? Like that is a doer, but at the same time, it's toxic. I'm gonna say, it's not good for anybody involved. Okay, 100. We're just going to stay with that. I'm going to drop this here. Maybe one day we'll send up a little probe to use its 29 Delta V to fly it back. But that's all I want now. Astrogator, you're around somewhere. There we go. Thank you. Eve, 62 days. Let's set the maneuver. Is that a thing? Okay, we did that. Oh, it even changed. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I uninstalled Better Time Warp as well. Hopefully that will be sort of pro relay. We'll probably go around and try and tidy up this save as we go. Right. Let's not let this end up like last time. Jebediah on the floor. Maybe we'll get him back at some point. All right, 62 days. This is about to happen rather quickly. So, well, actually, it won't because we're in low orbit. I don't know if I want to do that from here. Tracking station. We're going to do 62 days from the tracking station. KSP, that 60th of a second would have lasted a minute. Yeah. Are we gonna? I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna terminate stuff. Orbiting the sun. We're gonna terminate that. Wait, on escape trajectory out of the sun. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Terminate that as well. Jebediah, terminate. I can't do it. All right. Well, it was worth checking. We are going to Eve. Go. Look at that ejection angle. What is that? Oh, it's because we're changing our angle, right? That's yeah. Okay, that's fine. Look, they're coming closer together. They should actually be touching right now. All right, full moon. Let's go have a look. We'll have the new moon out shortly. I hope. Start burning -2. What is this? I asked you to tell me when I could go. Lol. Well, we're totally on the wrong side of Kerbal as well. Just walk me down to here. I'm sure. Let's walk to here first. I'm sure I'll be able to. Why not? It's like no. We're cancelling. 99, 100. Yeah, that's looking good. No, not to the next maneuver. It won't let me just go over there, man. And it's gone. All the points are gone. And I bet it's just going to be like, no, the Astrogator. Oh, don't like it. All right, well, you know what? I'm just going to fly. We're just going to add the maneuver, and we're just going to go ourselves. I know it's a thing that we can do, so we're just going to do it. We've got. Too far. What was that? Are we encountering the moon by any chance? Okay, I mean that's fun, but very, very awkward. Very awkward. How about if we bring this round here? Is that less likely to encounter the natural satellite of the planet we grew up on? That'd be nice. Okay, so something like that. I think that's what we want. Eve is 9.6. There's about 9.6. Okay, that's looking good, yo. That's looking good. Just gonna fly this out. Just gonna fly this out. No lights. Well, good luck, Hyas. We're about to discover how well a Kerbal does without any artificial light and just the glaring full desert noontime sun when you want to look at it. I always like that description of like the sun in space. It's like, you know, the desert at noon, because it really is. Okay, go. I mean, even that actually probably doesn't, because you got all like the unfiltered X-rays and everything else coming at you. It's nasty. It's nasty. Yeah, well, I don't care about you. I'm gonna make my own maneuver node with blackjack and French fry. In fact, forget the black. Wait. I'm gonna have a little liquid here. That should have been KSP 2. You'll knock on 2, but 1 is cool. Yeah, I mean, like, we have to remember 1 has also come through a long path, right? Alright, we got 20 odd seconds to go. Oh, it's the worst bit. 10, 9. We're going to hit that moon. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Oop, go! Someone forgot to turn the engines on. I'm not sure who didn't do that last minute check there. So I'm afraid we're gonna have to go around again. Someone forgot to turn the key on. I don't know whether I want to have these extended. Nah, they're gonna be in trouble at some point. Let's retract that. Let's retract that. The thing is, KSP 1, I never remember them promising stuff this heavily like KSP 2. Yeah, exactly. That is the promise. It's not. I'm sorry, that is the problem. It's not that the game is buggy and it's a mess. It's that we were told it was near enough production ready. You know, like we really were told it was ready to ship. Like words out of Nathan Simpson's mouth, pretty much. And now we're here. So I also no, I shouldn't be just sharing rumors that I've heard on the internet, but I've heard some shady things about Nate Simpson. Let's just leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that. It's a shame that I found out these things later on in the process, but you know that's fine. That's fine. That's being human, right? You find out these things. Do you reckon they realise quite how long they're going to be locked on this craft? I'm not sure that they do. Ooh, little overburn there, but that's pretty good. I'm not sure that they do realise. I'm not sure that they are aware. But, you know, they signed up for exactly this, right? Exactly this. So if we get that descending node around there. Oh, I was really hoping that would just meet up with it. Oh, okay, alright, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can probably finagle this down into a better... Wait, which one do I want? This. So that's going up. That's going down. Okay, let's bring that number down as small as we... Yeah, small as we can. It's pretty good. The separation's going up there. Oh, that's going to be hard to get down to small numbers. I think we can live with that. Okay, I'm gonna create an alarm. We're gonna put this in the maneuver node. This is Eve correction. I don't know why I'm calling it Eve. We're going to Gilly. Gilly correction. Okay, that's good. We'll put that in there. And now we're going back to the KSC. I'm still convinced the publishers were rushing it out as a cash grab. Developers going, no, not yet. So, word is that after X amount of years, Take-Two had been lied to for so long, in the same way that we had, about people saying how good it was and how it's just around the corner and we're losing time to productivity because the multiplayer is so good, right, and stuff like that. That Take-Two eventually was like, okay, well let's put it through QA then. Let's get our professional eyes upon it. And the QA were like, WTF, man? What is this? This isn't even a game. You can't even put things in order. You know, the same thing we've all been saying. Take-Two were just like, all right, we're sick of this. We're gonna put you out on the public ringer. Off to early access you go. Let the public deal with you. And like that makes me laugh if that is the truth. I mean, like Take-Two can go shove it, right? I do not care about whether Take-Two loses money this fiscal quarter on it, all right? Beyond the fact that my game franchise that I love will suffer, right? Yeah, they're one of the beyond two big companies, you know. Let's try and swap all these out. Just something like that. We'll call this New Moon, and then we can tell the difference. Okay, newer moon, no new moon. Crew, not Valentina, not today. Oh, who are we saying? Clanard, Calanard, Gusming, Shellwig, or Mavic. I'm feeling Gusming. Let's send Gusming. And that's pretty much it. Apart from we don't know when our window is open. So let's go do some. Well, I was about to say let's go do some maths. I'm not working that out by hand. Not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah, but again, everything I've heard is just hearsay on the internet. You know, Duna. There we are. We got a long time to wait. I don't even know whether we're gonna hit the Gilly correction before Duna's even close to ready. Let's give everyone epilepsy quickly. Sorry about that. Probably shouldn't have. So 70 odd days disappears in a heartbeat when you're sat down and not really thinking about it. When you got stuff to do, off stuff goes. What we should have done, no, not there. What we should have done is gone to the tracking station and watched it from here, because like there they go. Full moon is off and away. Up to next. Away. It's about to believe that Bethesda was working on it. It would be less buggy. I mean, I don't believe that. I don't actually believe that. I think Bethesda would probably be just as buggy. But they'd be expecting the modding community to pick it up. Do you reckon that's what's going on? They're just expecting the modding community to fix out all the problems. That can't be the case. That literally cannot be the case, else they would have taken Squad's original code base. And for some reason they have. I don't understand why they didn't start from, because they were like, we're going to completely rebuild it from the ground up with all new rah. No, they did exactly the same thing. It's just a Unity game. I don't understand. But anyway, moving on. We're just gonna go and do this burn and hopefully get a nice encounter. Looks like maybe we've lost the precision of the encounter there. That's mildly unfortunate. Let's actually slow this down. Get Eon graphical interface out and try and figure out a better way of bringing these together. There we go. Look at that. Just ticked it once. That's all I needed to do. That's going up. That's going down. Okay, I'm not. They must have gone round. I mean, 15 million kilometers is a big distance. I don't know. I'm just gonna take that because it kind of makes sense. Still got 14 minutes. Let's let that roll through. Come down and check out this point of view. Yo, looking good, looking fine. Is that Moho over there? That is Moho. It's always a little bit of an effort to try and Delete and close. Yes, very much. Try and find your destination out in the wild. Oh, there was definitely a Gilly there. Did you sit there, Gilly? That's where we're going. That's our destination. 40 seconds time. I feel like KSP2 is on the same level as the Titanic 2 movie. Yeah, right. Like, why? Although, to be fair, if they could pull off the scope that they're promising, colonization and like resource movement and stuff like that, it would give the game aspect to Kerbal that I've been saying has been missing since the very beginning. Like I've been saying Kerbal is a better simulator than it is game for like ever, right? Like since I first started playing, but since I came to know the game very, very well. Do we want to watch this from the map view so that we can see what's going on over here? At some point, I think we're just going to have to bring this to a stop about here, and then just kind of like trickle this in as slow as we can. I want that descending node over there, really, and then that should just snap us in. That's not just snapped us in. Why is it not? Was I going in or out? I don't know. Let's add a maneuver. Radial out was not good. Radial in might be the one that we need. Okay, so radial in is the one we need. Let's find radial in and make that work. Titanic 2 ship actually got its destination. It wasn't hit by an iceberg and was suffering a tsunami. The ship would have earned a lot of money. I mean, to be fair, the Titanic was doing good business before it hit. It wasn't like it was actually its maiden journey. Where did it come from beforehand? It was a lot of places. Like it'd been doing stuff. It'd been doing stuff. I need Eve. I need to like. Is that rocking it in? That is just about. How is that number going up when our separation is very much getting smaller? I don't know. We're going to be coming in pretty fast here, but I think we can live with it. I have no idea what our orientation to Gilly will be by the time. I mean, we can only really hope that this is correct, right? Let's just bring this in, and we'll see what we can do with it. Like something like that. And then we add a maneuver over here. And apart from, we're not going to be able to get the right perfect maneuver, or something like that. Swing it up, bring it in. I mean, that's getting there. Actually, we should have done it there. That one. Ooh, that was pretty horrific, but I think that's a good capture, Burn. That's a good capture. Of course, by the time we actually come to want to do that, the time maneuver would have got us somewhere else. Gilly capture. I mean, it's not really Gilly capture. It's Eve capture with a hope to encounter Gilly at some point. I've not watched Titanic 2, sorry. I have not watched Titanic 2. I didn't realise that I actually made it. So, we need to go back to the space station because once again, space station? No, space center. So yeah, hey, Nerdable Nerds, how you doing? Welcome to the Small Moon Exploratory stream. Hopefully we should be able to get everybody out there before the hour is out. I really hope, or at least on the way. We're waiting for this Duna encounter here, which we really are going to get all the way to Eve before. Okay, all right, fine. That's fine. One after the other, if that's how it needs to be. We'll leave them out there. I don't mind. I don't mind leaving Kerbals locked up in a tiny tin can for as long as it's necessary for the success of the mission. I am now out of all liquids. Bad times. Bad times. Okay, well, I guess we're just doing this. Warp to next. Let's watch the solar system revolve around like clockwork. So, like, did you guys know? So, we're going to Eve that famously has one very tiny moon. But the Eve analog in our solar system is Venus, right? So Venus famously doesn't have a moon. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. There's not even a tiny little speck of... Well, I can't say there's not a tiny speck of stuff, because there could very well be some tiny speck of stuff out there. But as far as we're aware, down to the size of like Phobos and Deimos, which are tiny little asteroids, the Venus doesn't have a moon. So Earth has one moon, Mars has two, Jupiter, back when I'm talking about here, was known to have 4, because you look through a telescope and there's these 4 little dots that go around and around, and then they just assumed we couldn't see any further out. And they were like, so obviously there's a pattern here, 0, 1, 2, 4, Saturn's got to have 8, Neptune's got to have 16, and they talked about like how it was like a weird harmonic series. So nerd, it all depends on what you want to call moon. There are objects that are in orbital resonance with the Earth, like they move around the sun at the same pace that the Earth moves around, and if you look at things from the Earth's point of view, they appear to go in some sort of weird horseshoe shape, where they kind of go almost all the way round an orbit, but they slow all the way back down, and then kind of go up and back down and go back the other way round their orbit, and until they nearly go all the way around, and then they stop and go back the other way. But if you look at it from the sun's point of view, it becomes very painfully obvious that they're just going around the sun at the same pace that the Earth is, as opposed to the moon, which very much is gravitationally bound to the Earth. What's going on with my time warp? Time? Why is it so slow? It was definitely like a few notches there. I was quite worried. Can we stop now though? That would be great. That would be great. I've got reorientation time to worry about. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm wondering, like, how long until we build something that is, like, moon-style visible from the surface of another planet? You know? Because, like, we've got, like, the International Space Station, right? If you stand out and watch it, that's like Venus when it goes past. It is bright, bright, bright. Excuse me, I couldn't find my mute key there for a moment. So how long until we've got something fairly low, fairly large, I'm talking like kilometers across, splashing down like adverts or something, you know, like in the same manner that the moon is splashing down its advertisement that it is a lump of rock up there. Yeah, I wonder. I reckon it's not going to be too long into the future. We're going to start off with like little banner ads, right? Like skywriting, or like the planes that tow a little ribbon message behind them. We're going to start off with spacecraft that do that. The flash LEDs in a specific way as they go past. Yeah, our own Death Star. Pluto's still a planet in your book. I mean, how do you feel about Ceres? Every time anyone brings that up, I'm like, but what about my boy's Ceres? Girl, she was like goddess of the harvest or something like that. I can't remember exactly what Ceres was. But anyway, the first, the greatest, the one and only dwarf planet. Like, Ceres was an asteroid. Ceres is an asteroid. Ceres was a planet. Excuse me, my throat was. I don't know what's going on. Ceres was a planet in Victorian times. You go back, you go talk to them Victorian school kids, and they'll be like, in between Mars and Jupiter, there is a planet called Ceres. And then Vesta got found, and they're like, well, in between Mars and Jupiter, there's 2 planets. There's Ceres and Vesta. And then Pallas got found, and then the other ones, number 3 and 4. What am I talking about? So, in the solar system, wait, let me set that as a target. You may know that the planets go Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, however you want to say it, I don't care. And then some will argue about Pluto. But those who want to argue about Pluto, I always bring up the fact of Ceres. You go back to Victorian times, some guy's looking through a telescope and he's like, found a planet. There's a planet in between Mars and Jupiter, and it's bright. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so bright. It's got to be huge, right? And we find out it's 500 kilometers across. I mean, that's still pretty big. 500 kilometers. That's big enough for it to be a ball, right? It's not just a lumpy potato. It's a ball. It gets named Ceres, and then like people are like, yay! Here are the planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter. And then they find more asteroids. They find Pallas and Vesta and the other ones that I can never remember the names of. Until eventually they've got literally hundreds, and by now hundreds of thousands of asteroids out there. And they're like, we can't call this thing a planet anymore. The like, at what point does the name planet get too diluted? Because if that's a planet, that's got to be a planet. And if that's a planet, well, then that's also got to be a planet, right? And so the minor planets, the minor bodies classification got invented. And then the same thing completely played out with Pluto. And everyone's still holding on to Pluto, which, whatever, I don't mind. Pluto doesn't care either way. I don't really care either way. I like to address them as individual objects. Let's try and bring this round this way. That's too far. They all have beautiful personalities worthy of talking about in their own right, you know. So that's generally where I sit on the whole planet debate. There's a planet and all other asteroids, are also a part of the same planet. It's just in gaseous form. I mean, like, technically, all the planets are just part of the sun, right? You know, they're just... with like, where does the sun's atmosphere end? You know, that's a real hard question to answer. Yeah. So a planet is a round object that can remove other objects in its orbit or something. No, the planets are the 8 that we call planets. Like, that you can try and give it a definition, but that's all just trying to go, like, it's trying to come up with justification why we think these big ones are important and those little ones are important in their right. Is that okay? Oh man, I've got a big cough all of a sudden. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, it's just a ball, a very huge ball. And like, why? Like, surely we find the rocky things more important than the gassy things. Like, the gassy things are obviously big and important, right? And like, the big gassy thing, the big burny one, that's the most important. Like, let's not hail the sun, right? I'm all about sun worship. Let's get down for it. I'll start a cult. I'm down for it. But like those middle gassy balls. Alright, I suppose. They got some interesting moons. They got some very interesting moons. Most of the really interesting stuff are around the big gassy balls. Just fun. I was watching the trailer for Titanic 3 from 2022, and your IQ dropped to the temperature of an iceberg. We'll join the cult. Great. I'm always down for starting a sun cult. We'll just go out during the summer wearing sun cream because we have respect for our Lord. And we'll party under its life-giving rays. Give true thanks for the not limitless but boundless energy that comes forth to our thing. Yeah, I mean, it's down, right? It's down. How could you not love the sun? There's Kerbin. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that was quick. Just gonna round this off like that. Okay, I'll take a 0.2 out. That's fine. Okay, so now I kind of want to try and fine-tune my orbit from here so that we can get a nice encounter at some point. I'm not really expecting wonders. Do I just want to bring it in? We can bring it. Oh, look how close down to. All right. I need to look at the next orbit, see what we've got. Man, that's tough to influence. So actually, we need to... I want to get rid of that. Thanks. So actually, we need to be changing it over here, right? Even that, not nearly. You gonna do what I want? I don't think it is. What is going on here? Look at that. I'll just take that, and we'll fine tune that, right? That's definitely a thing we can do. There. Oh, Gilly, you are so small. It's so hard to hit you. It's so hard. If you look at Saturn, I'm pretty sure it started as a stone planet, but then sucked so much gas through its orbit that it became a gas giant. You know, I cannot actually confirm or deny that. There's two ways that gas giants form. They either form very much like the sun would, right? You know, you've got a great big cloud of gas, and as it's falling down, the majority of it falls down towards the sun. But there's a little bit that's moving around in just the right speed that it can also get into orbit around this big lump, and it can form down. And that's how like brown dwarfs are formed. And they just kind of didn't quite get enough of the gas to get going. But yeah, others, they start off as protoplanets, and they just build bigger and bigger until eventually they're holding in the gas that normally would be blown off by the fusion products when the sun first. So like it's all about what's fighting the gravity, right? It's all about what's fighting gravity. So whilst the sun is in free fall, like all the gas that is becoming a star is in free fall, nothing's pushing back, right? So everything gets to move around. All the hydrogen stays where it is. It's all plays nicely. But the moment the pressures in the middle of that star get big enough that you start forming helium, tritium or whatever, because of course the deuterium burning happens first before the hydrogen through some weird quirk of electrodynamics. It turns out that when you have the deuterium, which is like heavy hydrogen, it's hydrogen with a thing, neutron, then that is actually easier to force together than just two protons. But when that starts, that's pushing back against gravity, and it kicks up all sorts of manner of wind. But you've got light pressure, and you've got like all the protons and stuff being thrown around. And that's why we don't have much hydrogen down here. That's why it's really weird that we've got all this water. Alright? It's not that hydrogen is rare. Hydrogen is the most abundant thing in the universe. 75% of the stuff that we can see is hydrogen. But it shouldn't be here. We're too close to the sun. It should have all been blasted away. But there it is, making up a third of all the water. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like crazy times. Like what makes these things happen? Wait, what? Wait, what? Anybody else really confused as to where Gilly is? Let me just try. Sorry, I'm now just like desperately trying to play with these to bring them in line with each other. I mean, we've got Delta V to spare, right? This whole tank that I've got here is just ready to be used for whatever. So I'm going to do one of those. I have no idea what I was going to. Why are neutrons not negative? I mean, if you look at the proton, 2 up and 2 down. Because I know you're not really looking for an answer, and thankfully I'm not really going to give an answer, but because quarks have a third charge, not like as in 1, 2, 3, there's 3 different, as in quarks have a charge of 1/3. If the electron has a charge of 1 and a proton has a charge of 1, then the quark has a charge of a third. And is it the down quark that is negative? I can't remember. Or is it down? The up is 2/3 and the down is negative 1/3, and that's how it all cancels out, something like that. Yeah, I'd have to go check that out again, because that's a level of physics that I know about, but I've not recently studied, right? So I'd have to go check that out again, but it's something like that. Just wait for an orbit. I mean, okay, we'll just wait for an orbit. Over here, whoop. Oh, it's a long term. Just weird quantum code. Yeah, everything that I say on stream is citation needed, right? If you go and find something on Wikipedia, you're like, wow, it says these numbers, I will bow down to Wikipedia every time, because I'm trying to remember stuff. Like, occasionally I'll be like, look at this chart, I've got some actual numbers here. That you can believe me about, because I've got an actual numbers there, right? But I've got the broad brush strokes. I can tell you roughly how things work, and it's because quarks have a weird thing. So up has 2/3 and down got a negative third. You see, there we go. I do kind of know. I do kind of know. What's going on with this orbit now? Wait, stop. This is not doing what I want. What I really, really want. And this is not acting like I would normally expect it to. You know what I'm saying? Normally I'm just like, okay, well, we put down our maneuver node just past where we're going to encounter, and then we slam them together like so. But look how far out that has to happen for that to be so. And whilst like, yes, am I going to do it? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Stop complaining and do what the computer says. Are we sure it didn't make it into a white host so you can't approach it? Maybe. I could believe. Let's also make sure we're not going past our Duna window here. Wait, this is the wrong place. Transfers from full moon, no. Oh, well, we'll go back and check that. So I should be able to just, because all I did was fly forwards, right? So this is going out, and then it's going to come back. Okay, we know that's a thing. So they go out, and then they come back very gently. Just trickle that in there. Good. Oh, that's pretty good. Look at Gilly. Where is it? I need to get as close approach as possible. You don't understand. I mean, ideally, I'm going to smack into it, because it doesn't matter how fast I try and come in, I'm still just going to like bounce off it like a wet tissue. I think that's pretty good. 14 kilometers. It's still going to take a long time to crash onto it. Okay, we'll take it. Add that maneuver. We're going to get a nice tight orbit. I don't know why we're going to get an orbit. We're going to get a nice tight orbit. Do we know if Gilly has any biomes, or is Gilly just one big biome in and of itself? I could well believe that. Why did I cancel it? What is wrong with me? I was like, oh, look, that's in the way. Quick, close it. That didn't go well. Okay, so Gilly, thank you very much. We're coming to stay in 30 days. I'm gonna create this alarm, and then I'm gonna go and have a look at the KSC, because I'm a little bit worried that we missed our flight. Space Center here. When you don't go to cheats in case we wanted to put in gravity up, be like, I should have someone a black hole. I really enjoy. Maybe that's something we'll do at some point. We'll do some sandbox missions with super high gravity. I think that'll go. It's got 3. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Juno, 300 days. 300 days. I I'm gonna put it in orbit so that we can make appropriate maneuver nodes, and then we don't really have to worry about it anymore. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. Sorry, full moon. Where's new moon? New moon. There we go. Thank you. Kerbal, not Valentina. Just want Gus Ming. Gus Ming, how you doing? We're going to Ike. All the loads. Okay, we're in. I'm not. Oh, look at that dapper chap right there, man. That is the mustache to be proud of. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, blast off. I'm gonna once again take an aggressive turn into this atmosphere right here. I feel like we can deal with it. I'm even gonna just tap here. We're gonna mostly be prograde, but if you watch my controls, I'm like tapping back and forth to keep us just a little bit nose up for the moment. I'm as always looking to be 45 degrees, somewhere around 10 kilometers in the air. Then I'll be hitting my stability assist, and hopefully we'll also be dropping our solid fuel boosters at that point. I feel in my feel of feels that we're going to be aiming for that quite well. We're going to have quite a high speed ejection of our solid boosters. 3, 2, 1, go. It went well. We're going to just kind of hold this here. For some reason, we were tracking back and forth pretty excessively. And now hopefully I can just hold this. Okay, looks like we've got a good little angle attitude here. Looking fine. Let's hit our maneuver node down here. Tells us how far we are away from Apoapsis. 20 kilometers up, way over at the 45-degree mark there. Don't be so cheap, you know that the window is only for the most efficient flights in the target. It's true. Imagine if anti-gravity exists here, it would just be weird. Maybe move backwards. So, alright, here we go. It's speculation time. So we've been using light for a long time, right? Like our mastery of light means that we get to look at far off places in the universe. But not just that, we've learnt ways to create light, right? We were actually creating light before we learnt really to focus it properly and stuff like that. But you know, but through optics in particular, we've learnt a whole bunch of crazy tricks that we can do with light. We're just beginning a couple of new pathways, both with gravitational and neutrino based observing, right? Which means we're starting to learn how to look in certain directions, how to focus. Now, what happens when we learn to focus gravity waves? What weirdness is going to happen? We've been using light for a really long time. It's true. It needs to be said occasionally, right? But like not just like passively using it. I'm sure you understand what I mean. It's a thing. So what happens when we can focus gravity waves in front of a spacecraft, right? Build it so all its gravity and anyone moving around in the craft ends up creating a gravity dip in front of the spacecraft. Is that a thing that can happen? I don't know. I'll tell you by the end of this year when I've done my general relativity training. But like yeah, I'd like to explore that a little bit at some point. Like maybe play with some like absolutely crazy mathematics. I'm not as close to space as I thought I was. Wait. We're just gonna nose up a little bit here. We got strong wobbles, but that's all right. I mean, technically, I'm closer to space than I thought I was. I'm already up at 63 kilometers or whatever. I think it's all fine, but I still believe that we need to be able to generate gravity first before we can start concentrating to a fine point. Well, I was thinking that would be the point where we don't need to create gravity. Because there's gravity everywhere. We are being affected by everything in the universe by its gravity. The black hole all the way over in M87. It's still holding on to us. If there was nothing else in the universe, just you and that black hole, you could be an entire visible universe apart from each other, assuming no expansion effects, right? And you would just be drifting towards each other. Now, you'd actually be in orbit because you'd have some sort of sideways velocity just by turning around, right, and trying to look at this thing. You would give yourself a little bit of angular velocity or whatever, and you'd end up in orbit around it rather than falling straight down towards it. Because like when you're far away, your orbital speed is it's very low, right? Very, very low. Meaning you don't have to move very far sideways to miss it when you're dropping directly downwards, right? So it's actually it's really hard to hit a black hole, is what I'm trying to say, because they're small, they're tiny. Physics is just weird and fun. That's why I like it. I mean, yeah, that's a fair statement. I cannot argue with that particular statement. Let's warp to the top of our atmosphere here, not to the top of our orbit, and sling us into a nice circular one, if at all possible. Set up some maneuver nodes, and but wait a long time, because this guy here has got a long time to wait. I just want to get you in a nice 100 orbit, you know, that would be great. There we go, 100. Astrogator from New Moon to Duna, 350 days. I mean, that is something, man. That is something. We're going to set an alarm, leave for Duna, right? Duna, many A's, of course, many A's. All right, yeah, look how far away into the future that is. All right, switch to that craft. Good luck, Gus Ming. I'm sure you'll do well. All right, slam. Can't see any planets. I mean, there's Eve. Where's Gilly? It's bound to be around somewhere. It's like over there. So if we look at Eve and then we look right and down. Look at Eve and look right and... No. You. There's Gilly. There it is. Look at it. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to hit this button. And are we going to fall down towards it, or is it going to come around and approach us? I think it's going to approach us, actually. It dares to. It dares approach us. Spinning around. Look at Eve there, though. Oh, my God. It really is one of the more beautiful planets. Wait, Gilly. Round the back. Look at... This is terrible orbital dynamics. Imagine trying to actually plan to catch up with Eve like this. Orbit 4 around Eve, though. I've not done... Wait. What are we even here for? Let's get some science done. Oh my gosh. Crew report down. EVA. EVA report, thank you very much. Whilst high in space over Eve. Take that data, store those experiments. Do I want to go down? Yeah, I mean, you know I do. I should have actually... Oh, we've already launched the next one. We should have actually put down some... Can I open this? Thank you. Conduct the materials science. Collect data. Restore. Beautiful. Log the data. Grab it. Take the data. I should get the science alerts mod. One that enables me to just be like, plop, plop, plop. That would be very handy. Observe the goo. Observe the goo. And close that. I think that's everything. Anybody thinks of anything else? Let me know. Not scientist extraordinaire, you know. Scientist extraordinaire. Grab everything. I know. I actually wanted to take them all. Just gonna go in. Are you sure? Which one did I do twice? Review stored data. Temperature scan. Over Eve? Alright, if you say I got it, you say I've got it, that's fine. Alright, so, wait, there we go. We did the thing. Where's Eve gone? Help! I've lost the planet. There it is. There it is. there's Gilly as well over there. All right, Gilly, go. All right, back to what we were doing. Back to trying to hit a tiny planet. Solar panels. I mean, they're all right. One of the good things about having Kerbals on board is you don't really need to worry about that type of stuff. I found a new planet pack that changes the look and surface of existing planets and moons. It's called the Techno Stop Planet Okay, that's cool. Maybe then. Maybe. Big fan of planet packs. I really have lost the planet. What is going on here? Somewhere are we there's Gilly. Wait, here it is. It's coming in quick. Time warp cancel. Oh wait, why are we cancelled but you haven't actually cancelled it? I hate it when it does that. A good job I know to watch out for it, right? Wait, we're not actually in orbit of Gilly yet. We're that far. Oh my god. Okay. Warp here. Wait, are we not? I'm mildly confused. All right, I'm feeling okay about this. I think we can go. They're on the hamster wheel. Yeah, you hear it. You hear it. Should have done some high Gilly space science. Let's I'm gonna do that now. Is that a thing I'm gonna do now? I don't actually know what counts as high space for Gilly. Oh, I forgot how terrible Gilly was to do anything around. Gently. Something like that. Okay, let's first make sure we're not counting as high in space over Gilly right now, because, like... Alright, because it's got such a low gravity field, I had a feeling, actually, it was going to be super low. I'm just going to try and make hand signals at someone in the room. She's shaking her head, but I know that means yes. I got such a terribly dry, scratchy throat, you know. Thank you. Like legit though. Alright, no, don't remove your helmet. No, don't. EVA report. Imagine if your mere presence around that moon would knock it out of orbit. I think if Kerbal 2 hasn't sorted itself out... Wait, why can't I... Oh, R is the button I wanted. If Kerbal 2 hasn't sorted itself out by the time we've done this, I might start a Principia. Because, like, I'm a smart boy, you know, I could do these things, maybe. Or at least you can have great fun watching me mess up after I've said something like, I'm a smart boy, right? Like, that's what we're really here for. Alright, observe mystery goo. Nice. Take that. Log pressure, take... Can we get rid of that? Thanks. Reset the canister. We're drifting. Okay, I think I got them all. So where's low, Gilly? This is what we need to know. Can I make a crew report? No, I don't think so. EVA. I wish the EVA was on quick key. I also wish this wasn't like this. Like, it's been so long. Surely there's a mod for this. Is there a mod that means I don't have to get outside to move my crew reports around? I mean, maybe if we put the tiny storage thing on top, we could move it around like that. Crew report. I guess we'd already done it because that was the first thing. Atmosphere, crew report high. There we go. All right, that's all we needed. All right, that's good. I just wanted to double check, make sure we'd got everything. I'm three biomes. 3 biomes. Unfortunately, I didn't. Wait. Oh, I didn't bring one. No, it's in here. Open. Curb net access. Gimme. Somewhere here. Yeah, 7 seconds will do. Let's refresh anyway. So there's the whole of Gilly. And I can't remember how we search for biomes. There is definitely a way somewhere. I'm not sure what the different display modes. Maybe when we come in with better probes, that might be the winner. That might be the winner. Okay, so what do we reckon low in space over Gilly is? It's got to be like below. Let's go 5 kilometers. Below 5 is 4. Ooh, am I gonna hit a mountain? I feel like I might hit a mountain. Are we ready to try and hit some mountains? Oh, it's so slow. Oh, it's so slow. Where's actual? There's actual Gilly. Okay, we got to watch out for mountains. The good thing is we can just like stop and move and do whatever we need to do. So that's pretty good. Have you guys ever heard about the Slim Japanese lander? It got an interesting landing procedure. No, I've not. Is that the one with 2 rovers, the Hopper and the Bull? Now I've heard of that one, so maybe I have. You always put the storage unit on N hotkey and collect all. That's a good shout actually. That's a really good shout. Okay, let's see 10 and see whether below 10 kilometers, I suppose above 9, is enough for the crew report. No, that's still high. All right. Excuse me. I am always a big fan of what JAXA are doing. Like, I'm a huge fan, as I'm sure you can understand. I'm also... this is a controversial topic, so I hope you guys are alright with it. I'm very interested in how the Chinese are doing in space, right? They are a resource-powerful nation, right? They've got their own space station up there that we never really hear about. They've gone to the far side of the moon. They're doing wonderful. They're doing stuff around all the craters in the same way that, like, say, the Indian Space Agency is. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all develops. Definitely. I could probably put an animation into the Discord if you go. Yeah. No, please do. All about any time you've got some information about a new mission, lander, or whatever. I am super about it. Let's get down to 7. Oh, is this the point where it's like, no, you've got to fly this normally? Crew report. It still says we're at high. Okay. And it won't let me go. Okay. I guess it's done. I know this Cold War joke that could be translated for today's political climate about space. Go on, give it to us. I'll brace myself for something that's going to make me go. As a Dane, I'm not that patriotic about American space stuff. I just like space exploration and technology. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. It is a little bit weird how here in Britain we are very much like, yes, what the Americans did is what we did. You know, it's very much a we. Even though I guarantee that the Americans won't see it that way, right? Yeah. Let's times 4 it. I can't believe we're at the... Oh, look, there's the animation. Thanks very much. I can't believe we're at the times 4 limit and it won't let me... Well, that's an interesting orbit. So, actually, that's the reason why I want to do Principia, because I've been learning a lot about the low energy transfer routes and various... It's 3 body dynamics, right? That's basically what it is. It's evaluating the energy and where you can go from one to another with the minimal kick. It's why we've got this weird, this whole bunch of weird moon trajectories at the moment, because people are just experimenting with different ways of getting around the moon, and more importantly, ways of getting to the moon without spending fuel. That's the very important bit, and there are ways of doing it with. I think I saw like a 10 delta, literally 10 meters per second, but it ended up putting you in a. You had to be in one of the Lagrange points, right? And then for just like this ridiculously small one, you could go to from the sun L1 to the moon L2 or something like that. It was ridiculous anyway. I always hoping for the best for all nations succeeding for friendly purposes. When I saw Patrick Moore said we should go out there until we can get on with ourselves, but we can't. Yeah, it's the thing. Oh man, 4 minutes at times 4 is going to be 1 whole minute. Am I ready for a whole minute of waiting here? I don't know. Ooh, flying down the canyons, loving it. Let's time. Near Gilly, we're near Gilly. Time is now. Time is now. EVA report. Gilly's Midlands. Okay, that's kind of why I wanted to be near Gilly, so we could figure out what biome we're near. I might just stop here. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stop, and then on the way down, I want surface. And then on the way down, we'll do all the science. So we've done the crew report and we've done the EVA report. I don't think the crew report actually counts as anything more than near Gilly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're just falling down now. We're just falling down. Let go. This is the thing about these low gravity environments. The rules are not quite the same. Technically, right now, I am crashing towards Gilly. I might even just like get my feet jammed in here and push down, you know. Conduct the material survey. Thanks very much. I'm going to collect that data and restore. And then under here, goo, collect and restore. I am never going to remember to get all the different EVA reports. Take data. Log take. Wait. What actually was this that I got? I don't know. I'm gonna grab it again just in case, because I don't remember hitting to log the pressures, the temperatures. Okay, we're good, and we're still falling. Okay, great. I'm gonna speed us up. Excuse me. We're gonna go down. How far away are we? 5 kilometers. What about from the surface? 1.5 kilometers. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. This is gonna be hard to land. This is gonna be hard to land. Alright, okay, here we go. Settle in for a long joke. The American president gets notified that the Soviet Union has painted 1/4 of the moon red, and he's asking if they should do something. He tells them not to do anything, and wait. A few days later, he gets notified that the Soviets painted the moon half red and tells them still not to do anything. A couple of days later, they came back and tell him all the Soviets have painted all the moon. He tells the advisors to grab a load of white paint and go up there and paint a giant Coca-Cola. Bam! I love it. Actually, that's good. That's good. that was not the tenor of joke I was expecting. Very good. Very good. Oh, I just can't handle Gilly. Oh, let's pull down here. We're gonna go check out the surface before the craft even gets there. I feel like this is you know the KSP mission builder they gave you. I feel like this is something you set a Kerbal on the surface, and then you drop something from height, something real big, something that can get you back home, right? And you'd be like, go. Go and rescue them. Go and get them back. Something like that. Sometimes I feel like we're going so slow on Gilly that actually the gravity slows you down rather than speeds you up. Okay. Oh, bounced. Oh, so on. I'm in orbit. Keep it together. Keep it together. Okay, there we go. Safety. EVA report. Surface sample. Keep both of those. Plant the flag. Woo! Have you ever read Mars? Oh my god, I read the whole Mars trilogy. Oh wait, let's read the rest of your comment before I get too excited there. Have you ever read the Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson? Has the problem of taking our prejudice to Mars and the trouble it causes. Oh yeah, I loved so much about that. Just the whole like having to live under the caps because like the government from Earth is trying to look at you and you're trying to hide all your waste. It goes into trying to hide waste heat. It was amazing. If you've not read that trilogy, like how I know how Amazon or whoever haven't picked it up because it would be hard to do. Almost as hard as Foundations though. Gilly, Alpha, brackets. Midlands. Yeah, I love that book series, like with a vengeance, if you will. And up we go. All right, here we go. Jeopardy. Can I get into my rapidly? You hear me? It is rapidly plummeting spacecraft. Ooh, it's going a little bit faster than I thought it was. Oh, it is actually rapidly plummeting. Oh, that must have bounced at 3 meters per second. I need to change like my camera mode. I don't know when it was they changed the way Kerbals look around, but oh, this is horrific. And smash my face into it. That's good though, right? That counts as a rendezvous. Smashing your face into it, I'm sure. Oh my god, are you kidding? I really did bounce quite heavy. See what we can do about slowing that down. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's what we're talking about. Red, green, and blue. So red, obviously, is when you first turn up to Mars, and it's all just the oxide dust that we see around everywhere. Green. So I can't remember the name of the scientist who was like, no, I'm going to get the terraforming done. And he ends up putting a whole bunch of like mini factories out there spewing carbon dioxide. But then also there was like some lichen he put in there. Lichen, however you want it pronounced, I don't mind. And like that was the green Mars, and then blue obviously was the water where there was like huge aquifers. Why did I slow myself down? What was the huge aquifers that were eventually like they broke one of the ice dams and they had to run away from. It was a really good novel series. Highly recommend. It was the first introduction I had to the Kelvin temperature scale. That's how early in my life I read it. I must have been 14 maybe. Introduced actually, funnily enough, by my stepmother, who unfortunately passed away last week. The things. Right, let's get out EVA. Seriously, can this just settle down onto the floor? Can this just settle down onto the floor? I don't know how we make shock absorbers for Eve. Can we? What do you reckon? Just lay on the back, right? Just lay on the back. I don't know if laying on the back's gonna work, because of course we've got this lump of stuff here. Let's try and put this down this way. I'm gonna turn SAS off, so hopefully we just conform to the planet. Collisions should be on, so like these rocks should actually be a little bit awkward. But at no point are we gonna have trouble where we're like, oh, we've got to stop. Whilst we're doing that, it's you. Inclination accuracy is too low. Okay, all right. We will get back into an orbital, into an equatorial orbit at some point. Then, have we settled down? Is this chill? Is this chill? Oh, look at that over there. Wait, we didn't get the crew report. Let's see what the crew report says. Crew report. All right, from the Midlands. That's it. That's what we wanted. Man, get out of my face. so many things here. We want to take data, store the data. Let go. Oh no! Don't! That's bad. Okay, is that going to stay like that? I have thankfully put a robot on board, so... Oh, wait, no. Am I going to be able to get back in? We'll find out. We'll find out. Observe the mystery goo. Collect the data. Cause I'm fairly sure a Kerbal can bounce it round, right? That's going to be a must. Collect the data and restore. Log the pressure, take the data. Log the temperature, take the data. Okay, I think that's everything. Close. Actually, like, you cannot just walk around here. You've got to... Oh, no, we're tumbling uncontrolled in a low gravity environment. Who knows what could happen? I might be able to scuff up my glove. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so I think this should bounce. It bounced. Yeah, look at that. Great. Oh, I love that. I love that. Not a standard part of the game. I've had to use Parallax 2, the mod, to make that work. Oh, I saw... Oh, yeah, I'll take the board. We'll go straight to board. Thanks. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Radio out. Can it lift itself up? Oh, look, of course it can. Of course it can. We need to build a little tumbling craft for Gilly. Alright? So where do you reckon the Highlands are? Up here? Almost definitely, right? We go like northeast. Oh man, they're like... I've literally not even like put any thrust down yet. This was just the SAS to turn us. To make me look in the right direction. I'd like to go touch that place over there. Forgot you had parallax. You get his better. Yeah, I really actually like it. I feel like it's one of the things that we're quite severely missing from the game. Is so like, if I had the time, one of the things I'd like to do is fully robotic space program where everything is KOS scripts, Kerbal Operating System scripts, particularly with ground scatter like this, right? Because there's this is where you actually put your program. Well, no, you actually put your program to test in the real world. We all know this, where everything just goes a little bit wrong. But man, am I like post-orbital velocity at this point? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Just want to trickle up and over. If I watch this, we could probably see the point where it like that. And then I've just got to like slow down at the right time. That's the trick with Gilly, is slowing down at the right time. Do we reckon that's Highlands over there? I really hope that's Highlands over there. My life is a sham if not. Man, that's a solid ×4 movement, and I mean, I know I did just slow down, but wow. So crew, it's not the crew report that tells us, it's the EVA that tells us, and we need to come out of time warp to know where we are. EVA report, if you don't mind. Midlands. Okay, all right, fine. That's okay. We can move on, I suppose. How is this still Midlands? This is that high enough for you? Let's carry on turning. I'm gonna make the effort to just fly up and over this crest, and hopefully we see a higher. What's the word I'm looking for? A higher ridge. I want to go to that one over there. Look, if we add this maneuver, I want to. Whoa. I mean, it's not actually far off from what I want to do. Something like that. That'll get us over there at the maximum speed, right? That's a 2-minute burn away, though. What's it gonna do if I hit this? Time warp stopped. I mean, that's kind of hilarious. Let's. So how do we face Gilly in a respectable manner in the future? I feel like this is too slow. I feel like this is far too slow. I'm definitely feeling the tumble robot. We just send something that's like toughened enough that we use the just literally the SAS system and roll around. But I think that would also be slow. It's just single point-to-point landers, right? That's the only way we can do it. It's like the only way you can be fast at Gilly is if you're plummeting towards it at like ridiculous speeds. Okay, first, before we do anything, just because I know what my life is. Oh, hello. Oh, that nearly got deadly. EVA report. Highlands, right? That's it. I knew we'd be here. I had a feeling. Get back on board. Forget this maneuver. We're gonna stop. Stop. Am I gonna be able to full stop? It's kind of hard. I think we got it though. Not raging out. I want to go raging in. We're only 145 meters off the ground, but I am gonna do that. yeah, that might have been a bit silly, but you know, here we are. Life's for living. What is that? Oh, that's my flag. I was like, oh my gosh, we've found evidence of alien civilization. And if it was KSP2, you know, could well have. Slow it down. Touchdown at the slowest of paces. I really wish I'd built my rocket the other way around now so that I could just lie it backwards and it would all be good. But that's not what we got. Something like this. If you could just hold orientation like that. We'll get you out. Hello. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I can't remember where we got the EVA report, but we're going to get that again. If I don't know whether I need to get back inside or not. I just don't know right now. I just want to touch down. And stay touched down. I mean, is that? The problem is, of course, that if we drift too far, we're probably not going to be on the highlands anymore, and that is a worry for me. Down. I'm going to try and push it down. I don't know if this is actually meaning all I'm going to do is... Oh, no. If all I'm going to do is add some velocity, conduct that... What have we got? From the Highlands. Thank you. That's all I wanted. And you... Oh, you have not been reset. Oh, come on, work it for me. Let's do it, Halus. You can do it. Hyus? Halus? Get wedged. Get wedged. Restore. Restore. Observe. Okay, that's all I need, right? Just grab it. That's the important thing. Just get that science. Log temperature, take the data. I couldn't even see whether that was it or not. This bounce is incredible. It's incredible. I've got no control. It thinks it's walking. Okay, we good? We good? We good? We good? We good? It's fine. Gears like the Phobos and Deimos. Yeah. Totally. It's a tiny little... so Gilly's like Phobos and Ike's like Deimos, maybe, actually. Wait, Phobos is the big one? Is it not? Yeah, I think Phobos is the big one. You're just going to wedge yourself in there now? I think I'm okay with it. Oh, no. This is the standard one. No. Okay, well, we'll phase through the rock with all these of someone who's done it before many times. Seriously, could you... Thank you. I mean, there was a lot to take in there, but I get everything. I think so. Surface sample in EVA. Oh, slam. Too high off the ground for the moment. Like that. God, settle down. Take surface sample. Whew. Sometimes space sets your camera up right. Sometimes space makes you jump. Most of the time, the fact that these are the same button is not a problem. On Gilly, it's a problem. It's a problem. I think I'm just gonna now get into orbit. Dump the ones that were. You forgot about the EVA report on the surface of the planet. No, I'm okay. Do you know that the game Cuphead is a Netflix adaptation? No, I didn't. I'm not surprised. Oh, I've got IVA on the IVA, free IVA. You know the one I'm on about, the one that lets you get up and walk around. Not so good with the modules we've got, but we should definitely use that with a space station at some point. Okay, let's try and get equatorial here. I need to watch my map, really. Not even looking really to get like in orbit. I just want to get like down here somewhere, and then we'll set up something like this. I kind of hate where I've got the nav ball at the moment. I might need to move it. What do you reckon? Over here somewhere? Alright, let me know what you think. Something like that. We'll just play this one by ear. Very much. Alright, yeah, no worries, mate. To be fair, once I've got this in orbit, I think that will be it. We've managed to get a bunch of science and bring this one back, or at least start thinking about when we're coming back. Ginger, Ailey? I'm not sure how... Is that supposed to be ally? I'm not sure how I'm saying that last word there. But yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the last few moments of the stream. We're playing around Gilly. I thought it'd be a great place to come, but it turns out it's just very slow. It's a very slow place. It's like ale, like ginger ale. Got you, man. Got you. How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, good. We got like 19 minutes to kill. That's at like 4 times speed. Oh, dude, that's just too much. That's like 5 whole minutes. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna bring this down. I'm gonna look south. Which way is south? I've got all this Delta V to play with, right? So we're gonna go try this fast. South. We're gonna go south. And then here, I'm gonna stop. And do that. Yeah, something like that. That's the maneuver I'm doing. Go. Okay, we've gone from 20 minutes to we've gone from 5 minutes to 1 minute. I can live with 1 minute. After stream, I'm afraid I will be. I'll be with my girlfriend at that point. So, do we think there will ever actually... Gilly can be painful that way, landing at piddly speed. It's going to make a brew and you're halfway there if you're lucky. I know, right? It's great early game science, right? It's really easy to get here. It's actually, well, it's not really, but it's fairly easy to get here, right? Of all the challenges that Kerbal offers, this is not the hardest one, right? The hardest one is just over there somewhere, wherever Eve is, landing on Eve and coming back. That's the hardest challenge that Kerbal's got for you. If you want the biggest test of patience, Gilly is probably up there. Going to Elu, that's pretty much a test of patience right there. Though I do intend to make that part of this science playthrough. If we don't end up sending someone to Elu, I'll be very, very disappointed in all of us, to be honest. In all of us. 3, 2, 1, big burn, go! That's going to be horrific. It's close enough for me. Add a maneuver. Something like that. Once we get that done... Oh, it's like real time warp. Oh, we got actual time warp back. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Once we're in proper orbit, we could be able to figure out when we can come home. Because that's what we need, right? We need a maneuver for coming home. 3, 2... 55 seconds, man. I don't know if I'm about it. I might just like clear that like this, go prograde, and just push that orbit out like this. I want that also above like 10. There we go, and then we should be able to use proper time warp. Coming over to Astrogator, Duna. No, we don't want Duna. Kerbin. You've just missed your window, haven't you? I think you've just missed your window. Let's try and set the next maneuver. Create alarm. The maneuver is return from Gilly. Alarm. Wait. Edit. Get Eve. Space science. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time when we're going to Duna. It's 300 days away. We're going to do it. It's nearly a year, but we're going to. It's just going to flash us by. It's just going to disappear. We wouldn't even really know that has happened because of course, round and round Kerbin we have right now. Any second now, the load will come up and we'll be able to see this craft here that will be going to Juno. So I'll see it, well, to Ike, really. We're not going to Juno. There's the atmosphere there. Are you kidding? But I'll see you then when we're going to do that. Bye! I've lost OBS. There it is. Bye!